Now it's time to get really angry.
The Sony trailer
For a
for
film
the
titled...
hunting film.
Yeah. Okay,
We
I'm
don't know
just
much
gonna
else
start.
about the character.
I'm just gonna start with the main points.
There's only really one main point.
He is not speaking Russian
Okay, then
or with
that's
a Russian accent.
okay. Yeah.
He is hunting people like an assassin and not hunting animals like a hunter.
Mm-hmm.
They have thrown Spider-Man imagery all over the fucking gaff.
Yep.
They've tried to make him a hero instead of a villain, despite the tagline being "Villains are made, not born."
Mm-hmm.
And also superpowers.
They. Do you know what my theory, and this probably isn't how they're going to play it, but going off that trailer, the person we saw, however much they want us to believe that it is, that isn't Kraven.
It's a
His dad.
scroll.
No. No. His dad is Kraven.
Yes, honestly, Russell Crowe gives much more Craven vibes.
They,
He's killing animals for fun. He's actually got a
he's,
Russian
yeah,
accent.
he called his own son weak and left him to die. The only thing that wasn't Craven of him is he didn't kill the lion after it, like mauled his son, because he would have
Yeah.
killed it. But yeah, you're right. Like he's hunting people, not animals, and not even other than the tease of Rhino. Like at least have him hunting some creature-based person. Like at least then it makes some sense that like, oh, it's I don't know, some person that's got some creature-related powers.
Okay, I'm going to make this film a better film in 5 seconds. You ready?
Go on.
Drop any Spider-Man references, any Spider character references.
Mm-hmm.
Rename it Apex Predator. Boom. Mid to decent size action film that actually looks interesting. Because here's the thing, it doesn't look like a horrific film. It looks like it's got a bit of decent action to it. The
Mm-hmm.
problem is, I'm sat here going, that's supposed to be Kraven the Hunter, and it's fucking not.
Yeah, this is the thing. The trailer, if you scrap Kraven as if it has any association to Kraven, looks like a great action film. The fights look cool. Like could be an
Cool
interesting
concept.
storyline. Yeah. As soon as you slap the Kraven name on it, it's not. I didn't watch a trailer for Kraven. Where the fuck is Kraven? Also, the whole fucking Tiger Blood shit. I'm like, what? What are we doing? What are we doing, Sony?
I'm sick of it. Let's get this completely fucking clear right now. Kraven isn't out here hunting other bad guys because his dad was mean to him. Kraven enjoys killing animals to prove he is the apex predator.
Mm-hmm.
He then gets bored of killing animals because it's too fucking easy because he's such a good hunter. So he starts hunting Spider-Man. That is Kraven. It's not complicated. It's not difficult.
Well,
Do
the
you know what
thing,
you could have done? You could have had him hunting Morbius or Venom.
Connor, I hate to break it to you, but if someone tells me that's what they're going to set up to at the end of the film,
At least that would be close to Kraven if they
well,
spent
look,
this film having him hunt animals.
here's the thing, right? They've teased Rhino. Just fuck the teaser of Rhino. Just make it like off the rip. You could have just been like, he hunted animals with his dad. His dad taught him how to hunt animals. So at a young age, got very good at it, got bored of it. As he grew older, he's like, I want to hunt harder things. Oh, there's a guy that turns into a rhino? Make that the fucking film. And it ends with him finding out about Venom or something.
Do you know what I don't understand about films? They will take a two-dimensional character and try really hard to give them a third dimension. And then they'll take a three-dimensional character and just force them into 2 dimensions. They can't just let characters be characters. You'll get this really simple character like Kraven, who is just a trophy hunter and doesn't need to be anything more than that, realistically. And they'll try and make him some kind of, oh, his dad was mean to him, he's more than this. And then you'll get like a genuinely 3-dimensional character, and they'll just try and squeeze them into this boring. I don't get it, Hori. This is the third different Spider-Man villain that's getting their own film. In every single one of these films, they have been a hero, not a villain.
The only time they've done a semi-decent job has been with Venom.
Yeah, and that's only because Tom Hardy fucking carries.
Yeah.
How is any of this supposed to lead? If we're to believe the logic that they're trying to build a Sinister Six that the Spider-Man then fights, and we've been introduced to Venom and Morbius and Vulture through Morbius, but it was actually Marvel's Vulture, which is anyone who's actually acting like a villain, and now Kraven. That's not a bad lineup for a Sinister Six to start off with. Here's the problem. Give me any reason why any of them hate Spider-Man. There is no reason for Venom to dislike Spider-Man, because in the comics, when Venom really disliked Spider-Man before he became an anti-hero like he is now, was because Spider-Man rejected him and he was like a scorned lover. And then he bonded with Eddie Brock, who also hated Spider-Man from working together at the Bugle. In this universe, we have neither of them.
No.
Morbius was just a vampire who was like having different issues, and they would compete occasionally. For the most part, Morbius tends to fight like Blade a bit more.
I was going to say, yeah, it makes more sense for the Blade film.
Vulture, fair enough, he's an actual villain. He has a reason to dislike Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then you've got Kraven, who's not even an actual fucking hunter anymore, who's got daddy issues.
Also, do we know if he's still vegan?
Not a clue. He was wearing lion skin, so I'm assuming no.
I'm hoping that rumor has turned out to be false.
Although he may as well be with the way he's acted in the trailer.
Well, here's the thing. It's like if he turns around and goes, I'm vegan, but he's wearing a lion skin and he bit someone's nose off. Like, I think you've got your priorities wrong.
Like, I think the thing that makes me so much more annoyed is the trailer actually makes it look like a decent action film. Not a great action film, but 90 minutes of fun. If, like I said, they literally rebranded it, it's like the Apex Predator, and they got rid of like it being a Spider-Man adjacent film and just had it be this Russian kid got bullied by his dad, tiger blood, he becomes this Apex Predator and he goes out to get revenge. That could actually be fun.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what's wild as well that I saw after the trailer came out?
Go on.
This shows how the average MCU watcher who isn't necessarily clued into who owns the rights to what and whose films do and don't tie into the MCU. They see this and they go, huh, another MCU film? We're really having Aaron Taylor Johnson recast again? And Russell Crowe? Didn't he just play a Greek god? And now he's a Russian gangster?
Russell Crowe is just daddy.
And it's just, people are like, huh? How does this make sense? And you sat there thinking, no, this is just Sony not really giving a shit about what like, I get it. They're at competition with Disney. I get it. So they're not going to give a shit about what the MCU is doing.
Yeah. So,
or like how it affects things. But
I had an interaction with someone on Twitter who's not clued up on comics.
Okay.
So I responded to someone's tweet saying this actually looks fun. I was like, except the character isn't Kraven in the slightest. He's like, yeah, I thought the original character didn't have any powers. I was like, he doesn't. It's a bad bastardization version of Kraven that makes him seem like a hero who only kills bad guys instead of a villain who hunts animals and kills people to get in his way. He was like, I barely know the history, but from what I know, him being able to hunt anything is what he's prideful of. He's a human top predator, so he hunts Spider-Man, and it's human versus human with powers. That is what makes it suspenseful and interesting, right? I was like, yes, he's an avid hunter who eventually grows bored as he finds hunting Apex Predators too easy, so he decides to hunt Spider-Man. The trailer for the Spider-Man 2 game gives a really good idea of Kraven, and the game seems to have nailed his portrayal. He was like, then that sounds more exciting and more like movie material. Imagine we watch Kraven gain his skills through various hunts. We see as an audience how he hones his skills. Could be boring or could be a really good character development. Either way, Lion Blood just sounds boring. The balls, the audacity of Sony to release this shit film version of Kraven when they are giving us a video game version of Kraven that seems so perfect.
Do you know what
is
hurts?
Genuinely laughable.
That's what hurts them even more with this. Is you've got people that will have seen that trailer and gone, "Huh, this guy's nothing like what's in the video game." And then you'll get some people, I guarantee it now, go, "Oh, why've the Insomniac or whatever, why have they made it so he only cares about Spider-Man? This isn't the Kraven we saw in the cinema." And it's gonna be like, "Oh my god, really, really?"
Yeah. I just know I'm gonna have to spend months of my life on the internet fighting people who watched the Kraven film and enjoyed it, because it probably will be relatively enjoyable. And they're all gonna be like, "Oh, why do they keep nerfing Kraven? Give him his powers back." And I'm just gonna be there like, "He doesn't have fucking powers."
This is the thing. At least this film, unlike Morbius, I might actually be willing to go watch because the action looks good. And to be fair, Aaron Taylor Johnson's pretty good. So, like, he fits the role as well in a way. Like, he looks good.
Casting. I was excited for this film until the vegan, which now looks to be bullshit, lie broke. But everything else about it doesn't seem that right. It seems like his dad was a massive hunter. He bullied him. He hates his dad. So now he's adopted this hunting persona to just dismantle his dad's criminal organization. Which, again, sounds like a compelling film. Don't call it Kraven the Hunter.
Do you know what? This is very far-fetched.
This is his dad Kraven.
Well, yeah, this is the far-fetched hope, right? That the twist at the end of the film is his dad takes the lion skin off him, and someone goes, "You're not fucking Kraven," and it's him, and he kills his son, and then he goes off to hunt Spider-Man. Like, they made that the twist at the end. Just make it so, like, oh, this is all bait. Russell Crowe's actually Kraven, and we're gonna get the proper Kraven. It won't happen. But
I'm just so over it.
Yeah, Sony really needs to just.
I just don't understand how. Let's just be completely fucking clear here. In a 6 month less than period of time, Sony are going to release the greatest comic book movie of all time. They're going to release potentially one of the greatest superhero games of all time, featuring a character who will then come out in a film that is complete and utter dogshit interpretation of that character.
I wonder at what point the Sony execs look at each other and go, "Huh, the only successful comic book film we've had in the last 10 years has been when we've worked with Disney and actually worked with the MCU. Maybe we should just work with them."
Whoever is in charge of live action productions at Sony, get rid. Your head of video games, clearly doing a good job. Your head of animation, doing a phenomenal job. Live action, Donnie, sack him. Head of live action at Sony. I'm calling someone out by name.
I get there's the whole, like, it's business competition. Sony and Disney have always had this. Like, I get it. You have egos and pride, and you want to control what you own. But, like, just look at it and just be like, holy shit, we could make a really cool Kraven character that fits into the MCU. We can work with Disney. They know what the fuck they're doing. The people that own Marvel. It's like, we could make a proper Kraven character, and then, oh my god, we could end it by them teasing that he's gonna go and hunt Tom Holland. Because that would actually be a great villain for Tom Holland to go into this new era of Spider-Man as to have to beat.
Okay, so Christine Belson seems to be the head of animation. The GOAT. Keep doing a good job, Christine. Motion Picture Group, I think, is who seems to be responsible for live action films. Joss Greenstein, Tom Rothman. I'd like to see you in my office, please. Bring your belongings. You won't be needing them at your desk. Fucking hell, man. I'm not saying making films is easy. I would never ever claim that making a major motion picture is easy. I know hundreds, if not thousands, of people dedicate years of their life working very hard to make a film come to life. and that is applaudable, and you're making entertainment, and we appreciate you for your hard work. Stop agreeing to make shit, though.
Stop.
We need the film industry to become this place where directors and writers don't get to shit on the people who work on the productions because they think they know better. We need a cameraman who's there watching this shit be filmed go, this script is horrific, by the way. Do you remember when writers and actors used to work together? Now it seems to be the writers write and the actors act, and there's no...
Can the writers that Sony get, like... Why do they have to keep trying to make their own version? Like, can they not just accept that, like, maybe this character we want to use is good how it is. That's why it's a recurring character.
Yeah. What year did Kraven make his first appearance?
It just, all it screams to me is that the people at Sony have this, like, ego over comics and comic writers and think they can do a better job with a character than the comics do.
Okay, let's be completely clear here. Kraven first appeared in August 1964 in Spider-Man number 15.
Okay,
yeah?
There we go.
So, like, nearly 60 years old.
Yeah, pretty OG.
Yeah? I promise you, you can't write him better. Over the 60 years of character development they've put in place to get this character to where he is, you are not going to put together a better version for a film you've been working on for 2, maybe 3 years.
Do you know what I think the real reason we've got this Kraven is? Somebody who is on the executive table in Sony, they've come to them and gone, okay, Spider-Man division, what's your next film? What are we making next to make sure we keep this license? Oh, we've got this character called Kraven. We think it'd be really fun to do. Maybe could even set us up to, maybe we talk to Disney and see if we can tie it. Okay, what's the character? Oh, they're a hunter. Social media nowadays can't be killing animals. Sure, you can do it, but
he's okay, a villain. It's fine.
Then they're like, he's a villain. Yeah, but it's killing animals, isn't it? Twitter's gonna have a field day with that. Okay, what if we just make him kill people? Oh, sounds great. Sure, go for it. And then it's like, well, that's not Kraven anymore.
Yeah, it's crazy because Kraven is such an easy villain to get across as truly evil now. Just have him kill a dog.
Yeah.
It fits the character perfectly, and instantly everyone in the cinema was like, yo, fuck this guy. It's so easy.
And the thing is, with CGI, like, you can...
villain to make a villain.
It's so, like, you can do very good CGI to make it look like he actually killed an animal.
Like, I don't get it, bro. I'm sick of it.
There's a world where Sony stopped making Spider-Man films and the rights got reverted. Can I please be transferred to that world?
I just want to know. And who knows, maybe we peek in that world and we're like, holy shit, Disney somehow did it worse. Maybe.
No.
But I just want to know for sure.
I don't think anyone could do it worse than Sony right now.
It's just none of it makes any sense. Anyway,